G'day Darkrealmers, it's horror author and illustrator Michael J. Elliott here with you again today. And today I've got a superb movie for you called The Gift. Hey, if this is your first trip to the Diaries, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you want to keep up with the best in horror from the world of books, movies, creepypasta and trivia, then hit that subscribe button and the bell notification and you'll always be up to date. Okay? Well, Darkrealmers, there's a quote in this movie that just sums up The Gift perfectly, and that's just brilliant. And it says, sometimes when you're finished with the past isn't finished with you. And that just about sums up The Gift. And we'll get into it right now. Yeah. Now, The Gift stars Jason Bateman as Simon, Rebbecca Hall as Robyn, and Joel Edgerton as Gordo. And this is one of those movies that's part psychological drama, part home invasion, and part things coming back to bite you on the bum. Okay? Things that should be left in the past. It's brilliant. And before I get into it with you, Darkrealmers, here's the trailer for you, just to give you a taste of what you can expect.
This is a mid-century modern home. This view is fantastic. The lighting is great.
You like it?
Yeah, do you?
This is good. I'm very happy.
Excuse me, is your name Simon?
Yes, sir.
It is you. We went to school together.
This is my wife, Robyn. This is, I didn't get your name.
Gordon Mosley. Gordo.
Gordo? Oh, my God. I'm so sorry I didn't recognize you. It's been a very, very long time. Welcome home, smiley face, Gordo.
How do you think he got our address? That's an expensive bottle of wine. We should thank him.
I believe that the bad things in life, they can be a gift.
That guy's odd.
He's a little socially awkward, but I can be like that. Gordo, hi.
Hi.
After high school, some people stay exactly the same.
Thank you.
He's delusional, thinks that we're friends.
Thanks for a lovely dinner.
Fish food. You don't find that a little troubling?
I said that I wanted fish.
And all the visits when you're alone. They used to call him Gordo the Weirdo.
I think he's nice, and he's been very generous.
What you're talking about is a one-sided friendship. You're essentially being forced into a breakup.
There's no easy way to say this. Don't visit us anymore.
It's not over.
Simon, after all these years, I was willing to let bygones be bygones.
What does that mean?
I do not know.
But it must mean something. Hello? Bygones be bygones after all these years.
What the hell was that?
Gordo! What does bygones be bygones mean?
It's over!
Simon has a full file on him.
You think he's been lying to you?
Just tell me what happened.
It's 25 years ago.
I have no idea who you really are.
Simon says, new house. Simon says, beautiful wife. Simon says, you think you're done with the past, but the past is not done with you.
I've always enjoyed Jason Bateman in his comedy and light romantic roles, so it was nice seeing him in something a bit more dark and a little bit more edgy. And I'm really pleased to say that he does this role really, really well. Okay, now as you can see from that trailer, we start thinking Gordy's a bit flaky, he's a bit, creepy, with these gifts he's leaving and so forth. But there's a scene in this movie where they've been invited to Gordo's for dinner to reciprocate the, thank you for having me. And at the end of, well, they don't stay long, but Jason Bateman basically confronts Gordo and gets right in his face and says, I don't like you, we're not close, we're not friends, I don't want you in our house again. And I started thinking, Darkrealmers, I don't like you. And I started questioning myself. Hang on, is this right? Am I meant to not like the protagonist? Okay. And that's where this movie is so well done, Darkrealmers, because Gordo goes from being the creepy, not quite right friend from the past to the character that we feel sympathy for. And Jason Bateman, who is this, I'm standing up for my family, secrets from his past get revealed and the tables slowly change. And Gordo becomes the protagonist. Well, in a sense, he becomes the protagonist. And Robyn starts feeling sympathy. She's always, felt sympathy for him. But when she finds out that he was bullied and so forth at school, she feels that compassion for him, and she feels how he's socially awkward and so forth. But Jason Bateman, Simon, doesn't want anything to do with him. Well, when the secrets get revealed about why, you can understand, and it'll make you hate Jason Bateman even more, okay? This is so well written that the characters are wonderfully fleshed out. They're so well developed. There's great dialogue, especially between Simon and Rebbecca, and the scenes between Gordo and Simon are equally powerful. And so this movie is part psychological tension or drama, part home invasion, albeit in a very subtle way, but creepy, and part secrets from your past, will come and bite you back on the bum when you least expect it. And the ending on this movie, Darkrealmers, is just gobsmacking. And for those of you, jaw-dropping, because it was something I wasn't expecting, and it was just such a marvellous revenge or, tale of how it all turned. Now, Gordo in this movie becomes almost like a catalyst. He's the catalyst for change within the marriage of Simon and Robyn. And the movie very subtly points to that. How well do you know the person you live with, or the person that you're meant to be in love with? I can highly recommend this movie, Darkrealmers. Now, it is a slow burn, so hang in there, because the writers do spend time in building up the characters and building up the relationships and so forth. And that's great, because we do get to care about them. We do get to be part of their lives. And as I said, I got to hate Simon. I felt sorry for Gordo. And it's very good the way the writers have made you wonder, how's he going to arc up this, from leaving gifts on the doorstep to something more, and you're constantly wondering what things has he got planned, okay? Just brilliant. And as I said, the ending is just something totally wonderful and unexpected. Okay, Darkrealmers, you can find this movie free to watch on Netflix. Great, bonus, love that. And also it's on DVD. So check it out for yourselves, because you will be thoroughly entertained by this. Now, Amber, I know you're not into horror and everything, but I know you love a good drama and a good psychological drama. And for those of you who love the thriller genre, but done in a very subtle way, and done where we're not confronted by, dark hallways and so forth. Everything is done in the light, and the house that they own is practically all glass. So we get that sense of this is all happening during the day, there's nothing to be frightened of. Or is there? Okay, Darkrealmers, well, that's it from me for my review of The Gift. Definitely one worth checking out, one I thoroughly enjoyed. Now, if you've seen the movie yourself, let me know in the comments below, and let me know what you thought of it, okay? Did the writers suck you in, to use an Australian term, with the way they subtly shifted the dynamics of the characters? Did you end up hating Simon? Okay, I'd love to know what you think. And if this trailer has picked up your interest, let me know also in the comments. Okay, Darkrealmers, Well, that's it from me, horror author Michael J. Elliott. Thank you so much for joining me once again for another movie review. And once again, as I always say, stay in the light, especially if you've got secrets that you want to keep hidden. Bye for now.